The aroma of roasted chicken and garlic mashed potatoes filled the dining room as we gathered around the table for what was supposed to be a peaceful family dinner. My parents had joined us for the evening, making it a rare occasion where we all sat together without the usual distractions of work, school, or life pulling us in different directions. My 12-year-old son, Ethan, sat across from me, eagerly digging into his food while my wife, Lisa, poured herself a glass of wine. The conversation flowed easily at first, small talk about Ethan's school, my father's latest fishing trip, and the upcoming holiday plans. I was mid-sentence, telling a story about an office mishap, when Ethan suddenly set his fork down and looked straight at Lisa, his expression serious. Far too serious for a boy his age. "Mom, why was Uncle Ryan at the house when Dad wasn't home?" The air in the room shifted instantly. My parents stopped chewing. Lisa's hand froze on the stem of her wine glass. I felt a sudden pressure in my chest, a sense of unease creeping up my spine. Lisa blinked, forcing a smile. "What do you mean, honey?" Ethan tilted his head, clearly not understanding the weight of his own words. "Last week after practice, I came home early because Coach canceled at the last minute. When I got to the house, Uncle Ryan's car was in the driveway. You looked surprised when you saw me and told me not to tell Dad. I was just wondering why." Silence. A heavy, suffocating silence. My mother shifted uncomfortably in her seat. My father cleared his throat but said nothing. I stared at Lisa, my mind racing through every possible explanation. I had suspected something was off for months. Missed calls, sudden changes in her schedule, the way she had been distant lately, but I never had solid proof. And now our 12-year-old son had unknowingly laid it all out in the open. Lisa let out a nervous laugh, but it was weak, forced. "Ethan, sweetie, you must have been mistaken. Maybe it was another car." Ethan frowned. "No, I know his car. It's the silver one with the dent on the side. And I saw him inside when I looked through the window before I came in." I clenched my jaw, trying to stay calm, though my heart pounded violently. I looked at Lisa, searching for something. Remorse? An explanation? Anything. But she just sat there, her face pale, her fingers gripping the stem of her glass like it was the only thing keeping her grounded. I took a slow breath, forcing my voice to remain steady. "Lisa, is there something you need to tell me?" Her eyes met mine, wide and filled with something I couldn't quite decipher. Guilt, fear, regret. She opened her mouth, then closed it again. "Mark, can we talk about this later?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "No," I said, shaking my head. "We talk about it now. Our son deserves the truth." I deserve the truth. Tears welled up in her eyes, but before she could speak, something inside me shifted. I had spent months in denial, questioning my instincts, wondering if I was imagining things. Now there was no more doubt. The truth was staring me in the face, and for the first time in a long time, I felt clarity. I exhaled slowly, pushing my chair back. "Ethan, thank you for telling the truth. No secrets in this family." I reached out and ruffled his hair gently. "You did the right thing, buddy." Lisa covered her face with her hands, sobbing quietly, but I didn't feel anger anymore, just resolution. There was no need for a dramatic confrontation, no shouting or accusations. The truth was enough. Without another word, I stood up, grabbed my car keys, and walked toward the door. I wasn't sure where I was going, but I knew one thing for certain: I wasn't staying.